It's the Game of the MTGO Show.
So we're doing Overlord Blink. Well, we got an Overlord here. Not the most exciting one to blink, but you gotta start somewhere. If this is a non-stipped draft, I'd be all in on this Tameo. Just like fucking Windmill Slam, pack one, pick one. And then after that, I think Lapse and Grief and Noble Hierarch are all pretty similar. The Blink Dog is the best one for what we're doing. Touch the Spirit Realm technically blinks. I almost wonder if Springheart and Tuku could also be considered in the same vein of value comes to play triggers and such. This is a little better than Touch the Spirit Realm. Beans will be... Beans, even if we draft every Overlord that we see, Beans will be borderline unplayable, but we'll see. Hey, Zach thinks a $20 donation. Zach has decided that Last Caress by Misfits is about Glenn Danzig having the flu. I'm in it. Touch does only blink if they have creatures, but I'm still going to be taking, like, Ephemerates and stuff. I'm going to grab the Nantuku. Nantuku also only clones if they're creatures. Like, it's an argument that doesn't really get you anywhere. Wondering if I should be taking lands here or Bombardiers, huh? Bombardiers is fucked up. But fucking people up with a Goblin Pirate is not really the nature of the stip. It is cute to go like Bombardiers and then sack your impending Overlord that's in play. Do like 7 damage or something. I was gonna take this garden. I think. I don't know. Well, this does the blink, The awkward thing about getting Kitten is that it's the one color that's not Oh, Flicker Wisp. It doesn't have an Overlord. They didn't get the blue one in for some reason. Oh, Bombardiers is creature artifact only. Hey, fair enough. Looking at this Talisman of Conviction. Thinking about Godless Shrine. I've just been gifted a chicken dinner. Chicken and greens. It smells fucking awesome. We don't have the Black Overlord yet. Hey, nice. There's another one. Hey, Siege Rhino. Hope you had a good stream. Kitty wheeled last draft. Kitty is more likely to wheel in pack 3, which is what happened in the last draft. But it could. Anything could happen. Blade Splicer is pretty good in a blinky type step. I wish I knew if I was going to find the Black Overlord or not. I guess I'll draft like I'm going to. Savannah's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Flicker was probably one of the better ways to blink an Overlord, huh? Getting the dog. Correct, the blue Overlord is not in the cube. And they included literally every other one. Blue Overlord's my favorite, too. Yeah, some people just hate drawing cards. I'll try up the Beanstalk. It's, not being able to play multiple is like, well, Touch the Spirit Realm's still here, too. Yeah, I'm just going to take Touch the Spirit Realm. I think even if you add 2 more Overlords to this stack, Beanstalk is still pretty mediocre. Not being able to play multiples and not being able to like build your whole deck around it, it's just not good, I don't think. You might get to draw 3 cards off of it, right? It's just like much, much worse than a card like Sylvan Library, which just consistently gives you the cards. And Sylvan Library is not very good these days. Yeah, Pilgrim's fine. It's kind of whatever. I don't see any Overlords here. Or any blink effects. Solitude's pretty good for blinking. I think I want that Windswept Heath, though. We might end up being a 4-color deck. We get the black and red Overlords in here. So the fixing seems like a priority this early in the draft. And again. Solitude would have been on brand. It would have been on brand, yeah. Can someone explain what Overlord means? Yeah, I have 2 right here. It's just these. There's 2 more. There's a red one and a black one. No blinkers here. I think we'll grab that Portico Hum. The Proving Ground's interesting. Overlords have a GB values, so they're cool blink targets. Yeah, you can also cheat them into play that way, right? Like, if we have impending one of our Overlords, we can Flicker Wisp it and just, like, have it as a creature. The dream. Not a ton of ways of doing that in the cube. There's the cat that we passed. There's this Flicker Wisp, and then there's also the Blink Dog. Yeah, none of this really fits, huh? Really fits the step. I think I'm going to take that Mind Twist. Just going to grab Mox Diamond here. Wooded Foothills, clearly tempting, right? A little tempting. That's clever, huh? If the Onslaught finds an Overlord, and then we blink it. It could be another way of cheating one out. I think I'll do this red and 6. I think it fits here. Hello. A little unfortunate we didn't get 2 picks out of this pack, because those are some quality, some very quality mana dorks, and we're taking Ephemerate. Little Tiger Wheel, sure. With 2 X-Spells, this might have been like the one spot where Beans was actually reasonable. We have 2 fetches, which makes the Lotus Cobra interesting. I'm going to take the Path, though. I think we're in a good spot. Mana-wise, it's not hard for us to get black in there. Mana Ball letting you play the Overlords kind of early to just hard cast them is kind of cute. I think I'm supposed to grab Fury out of here. Oh, shit, what up? Okay, Moldify. I think it's the sub. I think it's the 34 months there. This is a copier, kind of like Spring Heart. It's not really the same thing as Blinking. Right for blue, we have a single Hallowed Fountain. Both fetches, we get the Hallowed Fountain, though. What else would we grab? Palantir, maybe? Or we just take a Lane of War Elves? Maybe you're supposed to Death Greeter there. So none of this stuff really helps Blink. I think you're just supposed to grab the Oko. Pyrogoyf is very good for blinking. It's not an Overlord, but I mean, we're playing Ephemerate and stuff. I kind of want that Sacred Foundry. We have this Jetmir's Garden to tutor up, but a Sacred Foundry would be nice. Having an untapped land would be nice. The issue with Tyrant is you have to get it into play somehow. Looking at Lumberjack. Maybe we should be taking Scion of Draco. Not as good with our blinkers. Don't have a ton of those, though. Could just grab it anyway. God, Champion's so good. I think we just want more lands, though. You play this even though it's going to be 4 mana. Correct, we do not have a black dual. It's probably worse than the Kaboom. Ooh, Bill. Bill a little bit awkward with our blinkers, but very good with our fetchers. Yeah, both our Tri-lands are on color. All Groton Triome is Jeskai, and Jetmir's Garden's Niam. I guess this deck still needs one more card, huh? Maybe that means I am playing the Kaboom. Maybe that means I'm playing this Lumberjack, huh? It'll be interesting to see this one play out. I was hoping to get more than 2 Overlords, but I am happy that we have the 2 Overlords. It was pretty cool to get them early. Let's see here. What was a Delayed Blast Fireball we could play? I feel like they're better than one of these cards. I kind of like this stuff. This is 11 green, which is more than we need. It's very good. This is 9 black, which is kind of perfect. Kind of great. I don't think we need an island for Oko, right? We have 3 duels and 2 fetches that get them. It's like 5 sources base for Oko, not counting like Noble Hierarch and Mox Diamond. Definitely don't need that island. And then white here might be a little short. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow, our mana is just really good. I said forest was like 13 or some shit, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Our mountains were 9. I guess we just make red 10 as well. So it's 10, 10, 11. And then 5 blue for the Oko Splash. Beauty of a mana base. And then red and 6 and Orcish Lumberjack play really well together. Overlord's pretty good with the mana too. Bloom. Updating the overlay. I think this is a pretty successful step. We just need to actually blink the Overlord. I haven't had lasagna in fucking forever. So there's no plateau here to fetch out with Heath for the turn 1 Lumberjack. Let's do this. Have I seen Doomwake's cage list for standard? I've seen a couple of posts as he's been working on it. I would like to test it out. It's on my list. It's on my list of standard decks that I want to try once Cube season's over. And then I also want to think about RCQs again. I don't know if there's going to be any left that I can play in. But now I'll have time to prep for stuff again. I think there's one here in town at the end of the month. Gonna be like Innistrad Remastered or something. Yeah, Collector's Cage, so you cheat stuff out with it and have a bunch of creatures. Yeah, I'm just gonna bye, Orc. Changes to modern RCQs at some point. Oh, okay. So it's standard right now. It's going to switch over to modern soon. Huh. Damn. I was looking forward to playing some RCQs that season. Just never got there. Oh, looks like a Nadu.com. They're playing Greaves. Just launching him with Greaves, sure. Standard RCQs last until March 17th. Hey, that's what I wanted to hear. That gives me a whole, like, month and a half. Just the most Nadui shell of all time over there. Yeah, you're fine, dear Chrome. We can blink this. I'll be able to cheat out a Noko hum. That's not the step, Caleb! The step is to blink the Overlord! No. Do I keep playing? I feel like I don't. I think it's fine to scoop there. They're drawing 6 cards. We're, like, not killing them. A couple more answers to Nadu stuff. The info, yeah, we could have sat there and watched them draw like 5 cards. That's true. Or 6 cards, right? 6 cards a turn. Then I don't kill them. Then they draw another 6 cards. So we need a second white source, but we do actually have Flicker Wisp and Overlord here, which is the dream. The teeny edges. Caleb, have you thought of the edges? Do we like Pride Man to kill Greaves? Yeah, I mean, they've got Saga, too. The Pride Man should come in for sure. For sure. We got one of those. I was planning on touch blinking the food 3/3 here, which is just as good as using a removal spell on it. Drawn the Dork though. Now if we rip a white source, we could play out the Overlord next turn, and wouldn't that be excellent? No, don't do it! Don't. I wanted it to resolve. We had the dream, friends. We had the dream. If you Flicker Wisp this Oko, it loses a lot of loyalty. It goes from 9 to 4. Just saying. What the fuck? Oh, there we are. Just lag. That Uro's getting mighty close to coming back home. Do I mean that, Elk? Maybe. I don't know. Still gonna get to draw 2 off this Nadu. Make the Pest into a 3/3, clear my Ren and 6. Then my Oko turns their Nadu into 3/3, gives them another card. It's funny to cash in Oko and swap for Nadu here. I don't think it's good, but it's funny. So we get the Nadu, we Spring Heron and Tuku onto the Nadu, and then play Windswept Heath. Yeah, I'm gonna do the stupid play because I think I'm losing anyway. It's kind of fun. Oh shit, what up? Hey Llamas, thanks for the sub, thanks for 29 months. Hello. Oh, this is the second time the Nadu's been targeted this turn. God damn it. Can't believe I fucked that up. Trying to surveil another land to the top. Oh, that would have been so good. Yeah, should have one more draw here. Well, oh well. Still a little bit better than we thought the turn was going to be, at least. Opponent's got some real decisions to make. I was thinking I might leave the fetch up so that when they went to Oko the Nadu, I could respond by fetching and then copying with the Spring Heart. But then when we found the Bristly Bill, I was like, okay, well, I should probably combo a little bit here, Anyway. Excluviz 136 thanks to the sub. Thanks for the 6 months, the half a year. You'll be copying the printed card if you find a land anyway. You're saying if they make the Nadu into a 3/3, and then I copy it, I can get a real Nadu. Fair enough. Gonna get in there, Uro. Our own Oko, Eric. Well, Hexdrinker's pretty fucking scary. Oh, they did Oko the Nadu. Shouldn't I have gotten a card? I must have gotten a card. Oh, that's what the Onslaught is in my hand. What's that, 28? Feels hard to race that. Oh, shit, what up? Hey, Quacks, thanks for the sub. Thanks 87 months. Appreciate it. So I could flip that up and it would have haste. How good would a Gaia's Cradle be here, huh? I'm going to have so many Bristly Bill activations. You got it. probably means you should die mad about it for X. That's what I recommend. Being deeply offended is absolutely the correct tack. So I can 6 me to 3 here. That would have made the bill a 5/5. Kind of expected there. Would have been silly of them not to. Uro getting in. Not back to block, but gains another 3 life. Trying to think if there's a reason to flip up the critter first. I think it doesn't matter if we're going to sack to hit their face anyway, which is 6 damage. If I sack to kill a blocker, then they have 2 blockers. They block 6 and 6. And then they take 6, 79, 14. Oh my god. I think going face is the same. I don't think the menace matters, because if you give it menace, then they just like block another thing, right? It kind of doesn't matter if you're gonna like sack and kill a blocker. But if you're not gonna sack and kill a blocker, then I guess the menace matters. Six power they can't block. Yeah, but they wouldn't be able to block. There's 2 other 6 power cards that they would be able to block, right? So if I'm not gonna kill a, I feel like I've explained it. I don't know. Maybe I haven't. It depends on whether or not you flip it up or not. Like if I flip it up here, but if you flip it up and kill a blocker, then it's super irrelevant. But if you flip it up and go face, I haven't mathed that. I mean, the other line's short. Is there a reason not to flip now? Yeah, they could fuck up their math, right? Doing it this way, then I probably should be playing the Power Glaive second main phase. Six damage. Exexies. Don't think most people thought we were winning that one. They had that Oko in play so early. And we never answered it. Never, ever answered it. I think the game-winning play was deciding to steal their Nadu and get some value out of it, The Valgavoth's Onslaught finding me broadside was also pretty fucked up. Alright, game 3 we go. That was a turn 1 Oko. I think it was a turn 1 Oko. It was a turn 1 Oko. They were on the draw, but still, yeah. Pest equals an elk. Yeah, the pest equals an elk, but like, even if it was an actual pest, then we could kill them with the trigger on the stack. That didn't matter at all. Did I want to put in Pride Mage? I did, yes. Sorry, it's been a minute. Oh well. Proof that Oko isn't that great anymore. We won off our own Oko, though. Stealing their Nadu. I don't know if you can make that claim. Bill and Nadu were both Elkified on my side. Well, there goes my red mana. I was going to say, at least they're not Black Lotusing out. Some nonsense. Alright, fair enough. Kind of need a fetch here, huh? To get Bill up to a 5/5. How'd last game go? Well, we got to game 3, If I had the red mana... So Manamorphose into a counter. This is some fucked up shit. I was like, at least they don't have blue mana. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Flick of the Fury. Yeah, it looks like that would have worked out well. Yeah, folks, I'm aware you can stack an Evoke trigger with Fury and blink it. I didn't think of it right there. I'm sorry, my bad. My apologies. Please ready your rotten tomatoes to fling at my forehead. Parade me through the streets in my shame. You don't forgive me? Good. You shouldn't. Hanging's too good for him. Worm is a pretty good one to exile. I was also not thinking about fucking miscalc on my Touch the Spirit Realm with no blue mana up. We just bringing the worm back. Cool. Because now I believe they have to chump. Or are they just dead? Did that bristly bill do it? Hell yeah. The stack? That deck trophied. You forgive me now? Fair enough, fair enough. More than I deserve, as now. More than I deserve. Manamorphose into Counterspell is fucking wild. I earned some kind of points there, You lead on the Land of Werewolves, get 1 more damage in here. If you draw like a 3-drop that you want to cast, though, like Bombardiers or something, then you're just like so much happier that you let on the good mana dork. Bob-yo. Yeah, let's get my Surveil on. Our colors look pretty good. Spirit Guide plus Manamorphose plus Stifle and Legacy. I tried. I was also messing around with even Mind Sensor. And then, like, all 8 Spirit Guides and Caverns. I wanted to get someone turn 0 so bad. Well, removing Titanium Response doesn't really do anything. It's mostly they have 6 value here. There is a Stifle in the cube, right? The 3-mana 3/2 with Flash. Tideminder. I could see playing that with Bob. That's a good card. All right. Yeah, that's right. More lands. My creature token. Very possible I wasn't supposed to play this Overlord, so I could just hardcast it next turn. It feels good, though. It feels good to use all your mana. Malcolm getting a loot on. Opening a Godless Shrine. Oh, the Luke Kaido, sure. Yeah, without blocks, we just have lethal here. 7+7, 14 damage. They looked a little vulnerable to Delayed Blast Fireball, so I'm going to bring that in. What I cut last time, Salvager. That makes sense. You just watched my Time Walk deck on YouTube. I'm not gonna lie, Lucky Martyr. I have no idea what deck that is, but I'm glad you enjoyed it. Yeah, there's a little bit of delay between when I play the matches and when they go up on YouTube. And I have an editor that manages all of that and does a terrific job. I usually go through the comments to like answer questions if people have them, but that's really the only association I have with the YouTube. Super glad you're enjoying those videos, though. I know not everybody can catch the live show here. Who's the editor? Gloombot. He shows up in chat sometimes. Gloomshot bot. That's terrifying. I believe he also does work for Nassif and Aspiring Spike, but don't quote me on that. That's just what I remember. Have I considered streaming to YouTube as well? I have, yeah. I tried to set it up once, and it was impossible. It was fucking impossible. Just getting used to a whole nother UI. It, like, just didn't behave for me at all, either. It was, like, super sluggish. I spent, like, hours trying to do something as simple as, like, setting a fucking name for the stream. And so and then at a certain point, I was just like, all right, I give up. They don't want me, that's fine. Yeah, I don't care, Eric. Everybody has different. Every content creator has different sources of income and different metrics and stuff. So just because some other random YouTuber you watch gets more money from YouTube streaming than Twitch streaming does not mean that I will. Okay, there are a lot of people that make like assloads of money by uploading videos to YouTube as well, and I make $400 to $500 a month doing that, and I make much more devoting my time and my energy to Twitch, which I love doing. I love the community here. I'm not like particularly stoked about having to put a ton of energy into learning a new set of technology and branching out. If I had infinite time, if I could figure it out, I would have done so by now. I am tired of this. I believe the last time you made this very helpful suggestion, I responded very similarly. And that is why I sound a bit exasperated right now. I do appreciate the sentiment for sure. Assloads versus fucktons. Those are both pretty good metrics. Hey, Tater Chimp. Thanks for 42 months there. It's the sex number! I'd say that fucktons are more fun to make than assloads, though. If you're going straight to the source. Is a fuck ton more than a butt ton? That depends on the butt. Some butts are more dense than others. Oh, they're bouncing Mox Diamond. A little brutal, sure. Hey, came into 18. Thanks to the Saab. Thanks to 65 months. Did I try uploading to Pornhub? I thought about it a while back. Live streaming to Pornhub. At the time, you couldn't do that. You couldn't multi-stream with Twitch, so I never pulled that trigger. And that's the only reason. I think it'd be funny to stream Magic the Gathering on Pornhub. And it'd be like exactly the same setup of stream that I run now. But I'd be in the nude and I'd have like some giant cantaloupe in front of my junk or something. Run the Austin Powers bit where like you move the fruit and there's another fruit behind it. Everything else exactly the same. No other changes to the stream. Yeesh. Oh, there's my lands, huh? Covers Sir Barrington's eyes. That's an idea. Wait, if I ephemerate this manifest, I get a landfall trigger, right? It's kind of funny. Yeah, it does nothing. That was the perfect time to find an Overlord to ephemerate, Interesting. Opponent's at 8. A second old-fashioned. You think Caracas would be good in Commander? Well, yeah, I suppose it would be. I think the issue with Caracas and Commander is that there's too many value commanders, right? So you bounce your opponent's commander, and then they just replay it and, you know, draw a card or something. Probably not that good. That, or maybe Commander players just haven't thought of it. Not a group that's typically on top of things, right? Especially older, obscure cards. Can that one resolve, huh? What about that one? Could crack Horizon Canopy and then Titanium back. I think it's better to play the Titania and then crack Horizon Canopy to get a 5/5 immediately. Assuming Titanium resolves, of course. Sure. This thing. Very cool. I knew I did that for a reason. When they played the Bob out, I was like, I'm a fucking idiot for suspending that thing. Or for telling it or whatever. I think a fetch might be my best rip here. Valueless Flicker Wisps feels really against the spirit of the step. But you gotta apply pressure to that Teferi, right? Can't just let them Teferi it up. Fair enough. I don't know why this can't exile Planeswalkers. Guess they needed the buff. Now they got a counter. Teferi's still drawing cards. Womp womp. That's gonna exile my touch. That's gonna smack me for 5. Kind of interesting. Stinky aim. I'm aware, Zach. I am aware. Look, I've had 2 opponents in a row that are really keen on gunking up my shit. And it makes it very hard to resolve my cards and blink overlords. Looking for a red card so we can do the Fury Ephemerate thing. We'll see if we get there. Not a huge time limit, right? Because like Fury Ephemerate's gonna be good for a while. Kind of depends on how fast the opponent's draw is. How close is Soundstorm Salvager to making the cut here? You mean the card that I literally cut for my last red card? Like, demonstrably the 24th card? I'm just in front of everybody here. Come on, red card. Well, damn, hum. I mean, oh wow, they just milled a fucking Emrakul. Guess they're also playing Sneak Attack or Through the Breach or Channel over there. Maybe all of the above. Is it my turn, please? I would like to play my spells. Yeah, I'll let this play. 5 mana, second main phase, 5 mana. What are we doing with 5 mana? Sure. I guess I'm just gonna sorcery speed Ephemerate. I thought about like leaving some loyalty on the grist so if they tried to kill the Fury, then I could like Ephemerate blink and get even more value. But this just feels like pretty good to me. Let's clean all that garbage up, Is Fury good? I think so. I think it's pretty good. Did Fury at one point have Flash? It might have, like in development. I have no idea, though. What are they animate deading? Oh, they tried to animate dead Grist? Oh, no. Yeah, it's not a creature when it comes into play, so animate dead's like, enchant this creature. And then it just goes back to the graveyard. I'll take the farm. Are we in... They have the dorks for the pyrokinesis too, so that's going to come in over... I don't know. Some fucking card. Titania, I guess. Titania's really good in this deck, but not really part of the step. It is an unintuitive mistake to make. I think a lot of people have done that. I might have even done that at some point. Trying to animate dead or necromancia, a grist. Do I have room for a stip next draft? You better believe I do. I was chatting with my girlfriend on my last bathroom break. I mentioned your name, Eric. How every time I picture you, because we don't interact in person very much anymore, but every time I picture you, my mental image of you is when you found those shake weights at Ben's house, and you were doing that ridiculous fucking dance, just like super high energy, just beaming. Most ridiculous shit I've ever seen in my life. I don't know if you remember that, but that's my mental wrath image. You guessed it on the stream a couple times, right? I think you were in that stream with Greg Orange and Severum. Picture the time we cucked Chad into giving me $50 for you to sit on my lap. Oh, yeah. We'd be about that for free. $50. Hell. Shit. Well, I got a couple dorks. This would be a great place for a pyrokinesis if we had one of those. That heaven and earth. That was so brutal. Alright, I have this 1/1. Maybe it's not even worth running out. Maybe she should be saving that to try and put on a Paraguay Flater or something. A couple of 1/1s don't really matter. We're not like a Guy's Cradle deck or a Clamp deck or anything. Natural Order. They're going to Natural Order and they dressed the Oko instead of the Pyrokinesis. Pyrokinesis there would have been fucking brutal, huh? I guess they were worried about Oko turning this Atraxa into a 3/3. Let's go next. Save the opponent some thinking. Alright, we need an Overlord and we need to fucking blink it. That's my desire for this game 3. We could do it as early as turn 3, right? Turn 1 Mana Dork, turn 2 Overlord. Alright, Wrath is donating $20 saying, Stip is draft something you haven't tried off the wall. Something weird or bad you haven't had a chance to do yet. Your choice. Much love. And much love, Eric. Appreciate the $20. Well, we have a Mana Dork and we have a Blink effect, Yeah, I'll have to think about what I haven't done yet. You'd play Figure for the extra red card. The issue is the non-red cards I'm playing are mostly like Stip specific, like Blinks and Overlords and such. Soul Ring. I was like, I can't wait to touch that, but I guess we are in fact living the dream here. Kind of looks like we're gonna succeed this Stip, friends. Oh my fucking god. You know what they say about chickens? You should just never count them ever. This duress is so troll. Still have a Flicker Wisp here somewhere. I'm so mad. Well, I guess the game lasts long enough for the Overlord to become a critter. If the game lasts that long, we'll also have Ephemerate and such. Well, we almost have an Overlord here. Oh yeah, Touch of the Spirit Realm does say artifact creature. It would still be a blink effect in hand for when this Overlord becomes a creature this next turn, though. It would still help me fulfill this step. Some chicken counting. God, I'm always trying to count chickens. Always trying to game the system. Is it generally right for them to crew plus block there? I don't know. That's not really a useful thing to have a heuristic for, right? Because it's always going to depend on the game. I'll kill a cat. Yeah, the chickens should be less countable. I agree with you there, Paradigm. Pupsnap forgot how monotonous double sleeving is. Damn you, Paper Magic. I kind of enjoy double sleeving. Put some tunes on. That said, I still don't double sleeve my decks very often. EDH decks and such. Any reason for Fnatic over an Elf? Yeah, next turn I get to bring the Fnatic back, and then it's a fucking 4-4. You don't get to do that with an Elf. That's the main difference. Okie dokie. They have a land. Alright. Well met. We never managed it. 2 times we drew the Overlord and the Blink, and it never quite connected. I did my best, chat. I did my very best. We're doing a record 3rd stip on the night, though. The 3rd stip on the eve. So it's from Eric. Stip something. I have